Oh, hello. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Danush, and today I wanted to give you a very important presentation on one of my good friends, Garland Coy. So Garland he's really a great, one of my oldest friends. Ooh, not sure how that got there. That was a typo. Why don't we get started? So I'd like to start off this presentation by talking about the man Garland Coy has become. On the left, we see a handsome man who is trying to impersonate his favorite member of the Beatles, Yoko Ono, during this spontaneous Jared Weiss photo shoot. On the right, we see something truly amazing, a person who can tolerate Garland for longer than 5 minutes. You can see in her picture that she's actually praying that he can just stop talking about the Celtics for at least a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Kyra. Okay, now that we got the nice stuff out of the way, let's see some embarrassing pictures of Garland, and we'll go in chronological order. Throwback to the time we forgot to check for rocks or check for sprinklers, and we set up a slip and bleed in my parents' backyard. Throwback to the time when Hako was known as Jake, Kelly had hair, and Teddy did not have hair. Throwback to the time when 4 18 and 19-year-olds strolled into Anna's and ordered 3 burritos each, 2 supers and 1 regular, and drove to the reservoir to see who'd finish all 3 first. I won, by the way. Luckily, there was no pandemic at the time, so finding toilet paper was super easy. Throwback to the time when we would drink in Marissa's house over the summers with the disgusting beers that Hako's sister Adri would get us. Hold on, is Garland even in this picture? Oh, there he is. Throwback to the time when we took our shirts off in the middle of Boston, in the middle of the North End. Josh's stare will haunt my soul forever. Throwback to the time when we were at Teddy's main house at St. Elizabeth, and I fell asleep a little bit too early. So Garland and Chaz decided to cover me with creepy dolls. Oh yeah, and remember when Hako almost burned the entire house down earlier that night? Throwback to the time when we were at a Celtics game, probably against the Indiana Pacers, because we always ended up at Pacers games, and Cedric Maxwell was incredibly happy to take a picture with us. Throwback to the time when the 2 of us joined a 2 versus 2 basketball tournament with Teddy and Josh. Teddy and Josh wore 90s jerseys, but we decided to go with the tie-dye and the short shorts. When we got to the actual tournament, we found out that every single other person was also wearing a jersey. So out of 50 people, we were the only 2 that looked like goons. To top it all off, we were eliminated in the very first round. So I could finish this presentation off by saying something mushy like, thank you, Garland, for always being there for me. But instead, I would like to just share these 2 pictures. And to you, Garland, I say, thank you for always putting your things in my mouth.